Hello, my loves, and thank you for joining me. We are going to do a quick review type comparison situation on Sol de Janeiro products. I am mega late to this game. I'm fully aware of that. However, I saw these cute little kits and I thought I'd pick up a couple of these to kind of get started. So I did that. And then I decided to add a couple more little ones that they did not have kits for. So I got the Cheirosa 71, and then I saw the purple one came out, which is the Cheirosa 59. I think this is the newest scent, sans the new seasonal summer scents that they are coming out with. I believe releasing, I think I read May 11th on the Sol de Janeiro site and potentially the Sephora site. I did get the cream in that one as well. And so I just kind of wanted to go over these, tell you what I think of these if you haven't tried this line. And if you have, of course, kind of compare the ones that I have at least, since I am kind of new to it and have kind of a newer perspective anyway on it for myself. But also I wanted to compare it to something that I heard was a dupe from Ulta, which is the Tree Hut Tropic Glow oil and firming body moisture mousse stuff. So I wanted to kind of touch base on that in case anyone was interested in trying to get kind of a dupe, or is this really a dupe type situation. So first of all, this is the traditional Bum Bum Cream scent, the Cheirosa, I think that's 62, is that right? Yes, 62 is the number on that one. So everyone's probably fairly familiar with that. It's more of a really beachy type tropics scent. Trying to look and see if it says right on it. I should know these by heart by now, but pistachio and salted caramel is the main situation with these. So it is a very sweet scent. It's a gourmand scent. It's delicious. I do love these kits because I'm obsessed with anything mini. That's number one. Number two, I love the fact that you can grab this to go travel, even if you're just going for a weekend trip, if you're traveling for work, if you're going away for a vacation or something. This is enough to, you know, give you your lotion. This is a shower gel, and then you have your little spray, and you can certainly refill this and also continue to take this with you. So you can refill these bottles, refill your, you know, out of a bigger one if you wanted to do that, and use them over and over. So they are, obviously refillable, all the same scent. So I do enjoy this. I love this option. And again, these were 30 bucks, I believe, a piece. So for me, this was an excellent option for somebody who had never tried the products. I had had the Bum Bum Cream, was the only thing I'd ever had before, just the plain cream, but I'd never tried the spray. I'd never tried the body wash, never been able to layer it to see how the scent lasts. And I do think it lasts longer when you layer it, of course. But I do think these scents last fairly well anyway. And just to be real, everybody is coming out with the hair and body mist, right? That is the game right now, right? Everybody, like, it doesn't matter if it's Fleur coming out with their skin, hair, body mists. I know there's a Le Monde, I think is the one, it's got one that they're coming out with if they haven't already at Ulta and on their website. Obviously the Sol de Janeiro is coming out with their summer line or spring summer scents, their seasonal situation soon. But so many things are coming out with these new, just that lighter mist for hair and body. And so it's kind of like, that's game changer, right? Because it's not heavy. It's not something that's super expensive. Comparatively, you get a lot more bang for your buck, especially if you're just spritzing it on. Does it have the lasting power of a, eau de parfum? No, of course not. Does it have the sillage of an eau de parfum? Of course not. But, for something that's light, for something that you wouldn't spritz on throughout the day, here and there, something that you don't need to last, massively, I still think you get a really good projection out of this for a body mist. I think you get a really good lasting power, especially when you layer it, and I think it smells fantastic. So this one is really one of the better ones, okay? And I have an extensive collection of like Victoria's Secret and the Bath and Body Works kind. I mean, I have like well in excess of 100 of these ones from Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret in different scents throughout the time and years and those kinds of things. So I am one to use them throughout the day or put them even in my freezer. I know that's crazy, but they do have, at least the Victoria's Secret ones I had, at least when I was doing that, put them in the fridge, put them in the freezer for a short time, whatever. And in the summer when it was really, really hot, summer months in Florida, it's hot, right? So spritz feels really cooling, feels really nice, gives you a little bit of refresher. And that's what I plan to do with these, right? They're gonna go in the fridge. They're gonna be nice and refreshing, cooling. You can spray them on throughout the day. And it's not like the expense of like refreshing with a perfume when you feel a little sweaty or you need a little cooling, right? This is going to kind of be for that. So this one is the Cheirosa 71, and it says, I'm trying to think this one, see if it even says on it what the main scents were. Caramelized vanilla, toasted macadamia, and tonka bean. This one is the one that I've heard people compare more to caramel corn. And I get that. I can definitely kind of smell that sense. It's super sweet gourmand. Okay, so if you're looking for the sweetest of them all, I would say this definitely is it. I personally love sweet, sweet scents, especially if I'm going to layer it. So for example, if I'm going to mix this with a floral or something like that, lotion maybe that I have, or, you know, something that's really mild, you know, that's not super, super sweet, this is going to kind of sweeten it up, right? So this is something that I would use that for, but I do love this scent. But if you're not looking for mega, mega sweet, not for you. Okay. This one, this is what I have heard compared to, and I have to agree with, the sexy or more seductive or more sultry sister to this one. Okay. And this is the Cheirosa 40, and it just is a little bit more, I guess it's a little less sweet to me. It does have some plum in it, I believe. Let me see if it says what's on it. I apologize, it's hard to read on these small bottles. Black amber, plum, and vanilla woods. So I do think that you definitely get some of that black, or get some of that plum. The black amber is a little bit deeper, the black amber plum type scent. It's a little bit deeper, more of an evening, richer, more seductive type version of this. I think you still get the very sweet vanilla, okay? Dries down, you're gonna get the sweetness, but it's not as gourmand, it's not as desserty as this one, okay? But it's very, you know, very similar in the line, I will say that. But again, this is one that you can get the, you know, the 3-piece package in. I think I've only seen this in 3 personally, these 2 and the pink one, and I apologize, I don't know the number on that one, but I didn't care for it. It's more of a floral type scent, and it kind of gave me a headache. So for people who are really super sensitive to florally things, they give them headaches, which I am. I have to be very careful, and that's why I tend to kind of gravitate towards vanilla scents, gourmand scents, food scents as much as possible, unless it's just something that I can really tolerate. I will get a headache or, you know, the allergy sensations. And so I think that one kind of did that for me. So you might want to steer clear if that's something that you have an issue with on that one. But this last one, which was the newest, I believe, of the, until they released the new for the season, the Cheirosa 59. And this one is supposed to be, I think it's violet in it. Is that right? Let me double check here. I say uplifting notes of vanilla, orchid, not violet. Yes, sugared violet. My bad. Okay, both. So you have vanilla orchid, sugared violet, and sheer sandalwood. And the sandalwood in this, I do love. I love sandalwood in anything, always. But you still get the sweet, you still get the vanilla. It is a sweet, creamy sandalwood too. So you still get the very sweet and creamy, but you do get that, for me, I can smell like the orchid or violet, the floral note, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure which one it is more so, but I can smell that deeper note kind of coming through that is a little bit more intense. It's a little bit more of a, I don't want to say serious, kind of like date night appropriate type of scent, a little bit more than like this would be, where I think this is more like a desserty type of throughout the day. I'm running errands, I'm at the beach, I'm hanging out, like smells to me more like a, reminds you of tanning lotion, like that really Caribbean, sweet, yummy kind of smell. This one is a little bit more kind of a sensual scent, and I think that's kind of what they're going for. And the cream on this is a completely different consistency, which I thought was amazing. Like, look how thick this cream is. I'm hoping you can see that, but like, that is like crazy thick. It is like a massively thick cream, right? So compared to like the regular, if you're used to the Bum Bum cream, it's more like a, you know, it's a creamy cream, but it's more like a lotiony cream. I mean, you can see it's more like you touch it, you get it, you know, lotion on your hands, and it's like more liquid, less, you know, solid, whippy kind of. This is really thick, intense, thick cream, okay? So, you know, it depends on that too. If you're looking for certain textures of cream, that will be something that might, you know, change your choice as well. So just so you know, they do have different textures, okay? Because some people have mentioned that, you know, or asked, you know, do they have different textures, or are the creams all the same with just different scents? They definitely do have different textures. I was not aware of that until after I actually got this one home, because I didn't open it and check it out at Sephora. I was just like, I'm going to buy it during the sale and have it. So anyway, but I really do enjoy this one. This one is a little bit more, like I said, of a, I don't want to call it a mature scent compared to these, but I think it's more for like a more serious outing, a little bit more perfumey, if you will, if that makes any sense, if you kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, if you were going to wear something that you might wear perfume to, but you don't want something heavy, this is a little bit lighter, but it's still got that grounded kind of nice pulled together perfume feel to me, more than like just a happy day out spray or something like that. So I do think this one's a little bit more in that line. Now, having said that, these, by the way, I think these were 38 a piece for the 8 ounce. You can get for 24 the 3 ounce, I believe. And then I'm not sure, I think this was like 42, I'm not sure, but this will last forever because it's so thick. You really can, like, a little will go a long way. However, if you're looking for something that you really want to stretch your buck, and I have heard multiple people mention that Ulta has this Tree Hut Tropic Glow firming, it's called Firming Whipped Shea Butter, Body Butter, sorry. And this is the oil. And Sol de Janeiro does make an oil only in the original scent. I believe it's about 52 bucks, and it's a smaller bottle than this by a little bit. It looks bigger, but I don't think, this one's 5 ounces, and I think that one's like 3 and change or 4. It's smaller than this one though. And so these were both under like 15 bucks. And you can use Ulta coupons with them. They're not considered prestige, this brand. So it's a pretty big difference in price. Now, do I think it's a true dupe? No, not really at all. As far as, you know, the texture, this is more of a whippy texture. It does remind me more of this one though, because it's more like that kind of whippy texture. It's just not as thick, okay? It's more like a mousse and just not as thick. And it is a little bit stickier feeling. I know that kind of sounds weird, but it is a little stickier. Now the oil, I do really, really enjoy this, okay? Do I think it's a dupe? No, I don't think it's a dupe smell-wise. However, if you are fine with, you want an oil and you're fine with being in the same family, genre, kind of the same scent DNA, if you will, as these, it does have a very tropical scent. It has that, you know, it has that, I'm trying to see if it has their main scents to it. It's got pistachio oil in it. It's got the same firming butters. I think that this one does, I believe, is what I've read. But as far as the scent is very tropical. It comes in a pump, and this oil dries down really fast. It soaks in really well. I love this when I get out of the shower. Now I don't own the Cheirosa one, but I have, you know, tested it out in the stores and things like that. And I will tell you, the smell of that is exactly like the Bum Bum cream, okay? This one, it is very similar profile. It's got that sweet, tropical, good smelling kind of day at the beach feel to it. The oil soaks in, it's fantastic. It doesn't leave you feeling like a greasy mess. You feel very moisturized, and your skin does feel like it's kind of glowing. Like, I mean, I'll just put some on there. You should put it in your hand first, by the way, but I didn't. But I mean, it just really kind of rubs and soaks right on it, and you don't feel greasy. I mean, and I don't think my skin's overly dry because I do use a lot of products on them, but I mean, I really enjoy the oil. So if you're looking for a cheap version of something in the similar scent family as this, the Sol de Janeiro, this could be a very good option for you, but I would call it an option, you know, or in lieu of, but not a dupe, because it to me does not have the same exact smell. If you're looking for this exact smell, it's only going to be found in that $52 bottle of Sol de Janeiro oil. And that's about it. This has a different texture than this cream or this cream. So, you know, I don't love this because, like I said, it kind of just feels like it doesn't soak in properly all the way. It kind of feels a little sticky, but that could just be my skin because I have always used this kind of over the oil to try to kind of lock the oil down. Just in case I was like afraid the oil might get greasy or whatever, and this might kind of like rub it in a little bit better. I don't know why I thought so, but maybe that's part of the problem. I've like over moisturized and it's got nowhere to go and it's getting sticky. I don't know, but I did read a couple reviews on this that also said the same, that they felt this didn't soak in. It wasn't very, it wasn't a very good consistency on the skin, and I kind of have found that as well. So that I will leave up to you as well on this one. But scent wise, I will say the scent profile, the Tropic Glow specifically, they do have a body wash, I think, in that. I do believe they have a shaving mousse or shaving cream type of situation in that. So if you are looking for something of a similar scent profile, and I do think that is a very similar type of scent family, that is a really inexpensive version, comparatively speaking, of course, that you can also use coupons on. Like the $3.50 off 15 you can use on this. And I think I ended up getting this for like 10 bucks or less with coupons and sales and whatever Ulta had. So pretty darn cheap, comparatively speaking, to some of the others. But of course, that is up to you. But I just wanted to kind of come on here and give my 2 cents because I am somebody who is fairly new to this brand and kind of jumped in with some trial options and some other things, and then a potential dupe comparison just to see what I thought. So if you've tried some of the other products, let me know what you like, which ones you hated. If there's ones I need to try for sure, if there's other comparatives or dupes out there that you think are good or better, especially if you've tried these and you did or didn't like them, what did you think about those? I'd love to hear from you because I am always looking to buy more and more and more. I'm ridiculous with these things. I will use this stuff nonstop. And I am super excited to see the new ones come out. I'm hoping that they will do a little set with the new ones of the 3, because Sephora does have, if you haven't seen those out yet, they do have a set, I believe, of about, I think they're all this size sprays, but it's about 5 of the sprays for $40. So it's a really good deal and a way to try all these scents in the sprays if you want to try that. And I saw that was out recently at Sephora. So definitely something worth getting your hands on if you want to kind of try them all out and you are into the sprays. I like the fact that you can throw them in a bag, throw them in a beach bag, throw them in your backpack, throw them in your car, your purse, whatever it is. And that way you can always kind of freshen yourself up. So, and definitely try out the tricks to keep them in the fridge if you haven't. If you live in hot climates, hot, humid climates like Florida, for sure, we keep them in the fridge and you can just yourself right up and move along, right? Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that other great stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you very soon. Bye.